Stay tuned to see how I created this look to attend Kellsie Bains' Master Makeup class. So I'm starting off with some moisturizer. This is the Calecim Professional. Now this is a really great restorative hydration cream and great for this cold weather. I'm also going in with their eye contour lifting cream as well. So just really making sure I'm hydrating my face. I feel I'm quite dry in the colder climate. I'm using the Embryolise. This is their moisturizer. It's also perfect as a primer. So I'm just really layering these products and making sure that I let them sink in before I place another product on top. I'm also going to place a little bit of sunscreen on today. This is by Wishtrend from Beauty Amora, and it's beautiful. It's a pore smoothing sunstick. So I love the way it goes on. It's not too shiny. It's just really easy application and very easy to take with you. So it is one of my favorites, and I do place it over my lips as well. Quickly combing out my brows. This is the Poni Cosmetics Brow pencil. It has a little spoolie wand on one end and of course a nice detailed pencil at the other end, and it's a nice light brown color, so perfect for my brows. And as you can see, I always go in and do the tail first just to make sure that it's filled in, because I tend to have my brows sort of disappear towards the end. And then once I've got the color on, I just comb it through and just ensure that it looks very natural with hair-like strokes. Today I'm going to use the Element 2. This is my Airbrush Foundation, but it is really lovely brushed on. It's quite a watery consistency, but it builds up really nicely. And I thought, I am attending this masterclass. I do want to look my best. There are going to be heaps of other makeup artists there, so very exciting. So I'm using the Morphe brush. This is by Ariel, and I'm just blending this into my skin and really just patting it in, sort of using this brush a little bit like a beauty blender. As you can see, just patting it into the skin because it is a thinner product, but it builds beautifully and still gives that really nice natural look that I like. I still don't like to look like I'm wearing too much makeup, but in saying that, I did want to have some on my face today. So I've just made sure I've gone all over my face and just pushing it in with this brush all over my eyes, under my eyes, and just really ensuring a nice even sort of coverage with this product. So there you have it. Now I'm going in just with a slightly warmer shade of the same product, Element 2. This is the number 6, I'm pretty sure it's the number 8 actually. The shade that I used before was number 4. This is the MAC Paint Pot in Ochre. So I'm using this to prime my lids. I do love these paint pots. I feel they do help the longevity of my eyeshadow and really help me sort of get a great blend. I'm using the Natasha Denona. This is the mini Starlette palette. One of my favorite palettes. This is perfect because it's so easy to bring with me. I'm going to keep this look rather matte. So I'm just using that sort of peachy shade all over that mobile lid. And then I'm going in with the medium shade. This is like more of a mauve purple sort of shade, and this looks really great, sort of swept through the crease of the eye there and just brought into that outer corner. As you can see, I'm really placing it in and just running it through the crease and up onto my brow bone just to give it a little bit of a lift. And as you can see, I've gone in a few times to really ensure that the color payoff is there, because it isn't a very dark color, it's quite medium. So that's why I'm just building up the color slowly just to make sure it's exactly the way I like it on my eye. Now I'm just placing it right into that brow bone to just give that illusion of the lift. Love running a little bit underneath my eyes. I'm using one of the detailed BK Beauty brushes. This is the 207, and I love this brush. I do love all the BK Beauty brushes, and you'll find these brushes in my Shop My link. So I will try and make sure I link all of them because they are fast becoming my absolute go-tos and my favorite. This is the Youngblood Eye Pencil in a chocolate brown. I don't actually think they do this particular pencil anymore. It's one of my older ones, but I'm sure you can find a nice chocolate brown pencil. You just need something that's going to glide so that you're not stretching your eyes and it's not pulling on your eyelid. So I love to run it just along the lash line, up into the tight line, and I always give that tiny baby wing. I love also placing it right in that inner corner just for a more finished look. Going in with the Rumi Cosmetics, this is their lash mascara in black. Love this mascara, adds length and volume, and as you can see, it just really makes the eyes stand out, sort of like that final touch to make them really pop. So just combing them through. Now I'm going to just go in with a little fluffy blending brush and just blend through the crease of my eye there, just adding a little bit more color just to really bring those eyes up. Just felt I needed a bit more. This is the Merit contour stick, and it is in the shade, I'm pretty sure it's Seine. I'm trying to remember which one it was. I feel I do need a warmer one. I'm doing a bit of a double contour here, so I'm also using the St. Renais in Castiglione and placing it underneath. I just wanted that little bit extra, but I'm sort of mixing the two, but keeping them exactly where I placed them. So just using the same foundation brush I used for my base, and I'm just pushing that into my skin exactly where I placed it. And this just adds warmth and some definition to the face. Once again, I am going to a masterclass, so I do want to make sure I look like I can do my makeup and do it well. So just blending it down the nose as well. So now we're going to use another shade from St. Renais. This one is called Genoa, and it's a gorgeous pink shade. I thought this would complement the Natasha Denona palette really well. Now, showing you the two products. So this is the Nars concealer and Custard, and it's also the Element 2 number 4. So I'm mixing the two. I don't like a really heavy concealer, so I'm mixing the two, taking off the excess off my brush and just sweeping it gently under my eye. Now the brush that I'm using for this is the BK Beauty. This is the 211, and it's normally a blending brush for your eyeshadow, but I find it really nice and detailed to do a little bit of concealer and just be very sort of purposeful of where you're placing that product. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Bronzer, one of my favorites, and just using one of the Ariel brushes to blend that in. And I'm using the Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk to just go over that creamy blush and just all set that in place. I love running that blush into the eye line there as well. Setting the whole look with some of the rice setting powder. This is the pressed one by Youngblood Cosmetics, one of my favorites, and just really setting the makeup, getting rid of any of that excess oil up under the brows as well. And it just really completes the look. So I'll just take my hair out. It is wet. I didn't actually get a look of the final look, but here it is. I hope you like it.